There's a lot of outer space in this movie, even though it's an Ice Age movie. I heard about this thing movies do where if they make a bunch of sequels of the same thing, then they have a story set in outer space, which usually shows how they've run out of ideas. So Ice Age Collision Course starts in outer space. Scrat is going around doing Scrat stuff, but he accidentally breaks an alien UFO out of the ice and activates it with the acorn. This doesn't make any sense at all, but they do have kind of an excuse since in the first Ice Age movie, there was this joke where they were in the cave and they saw a bunch of different types of animals frozen in the ice, and then there was a UFO there. See, that was a joke in the first Ice Age movie. I don't think they planned on making a whole movie about it. The point is, Scrat ends up in outer space with an acorn-powered spaceship, and he accidentally hits a bunch of planets and asteroids with it, and now there's an asteroid heading to Earth. On Earth, Manny is all bothered because his and Ellie's daughter Peaches is dating this boy mammoth named Julian, who's really corny. Apparently, Peaches wants to get married to Julian and travel the world, and Manny doesn't like the sound of that at all. Also, there's a bit where Diego and Shira want to have kids, but they're afraid their kids wouldn't have any friends since all the other animals are scared of saber-toothed tigers. Also, Sid apparently has a girlfriend named Francine now, but he gets dumped. Manny and Ellie have a wedding anniversary, but it's really clear that Manny forgot, and it seems he's going to get bailed out by a cool fireworks show, but it's actually the Scrat asteroid rocks falling out of the sky. Everybody takes cover. Meanwhile, that weasel guy named Buck Wild from the third movie is still doing his adventures under the ice. He starts beefing with these dinosaur dudes that look like they're part mini T-Rex and part bird, which is weird. Apparently they're called dromaeosaurs. Buck finds his stone pillar thing and brings it to the surface where he says hi to the Ice Age fam and says the pillar thing explains how there's a pattern of asteroids hitting the Earth and killing everybody. Now, the whole idea that dinosaurs or Ice Age creatures know anything about asteroids makes no sense at all, but I guess that's what we're going with. Buck says they need to go to a volcano because there's something there that can stop the asteroid, and he knows that based on the pillar thingy. The mini T-Rex bird guys decide to get in the way to stop it since they can fly away when the asteroid hits. So the Ice Age fam is walking around together and Manny is being all bent out of shape about the Julian guy. He's getting all these crazy ideas about ruining Peaches' relationship with him on purpose. And Ellie's like, no, what the heck is wrong with you? Also, Buck gives this weird science lecture to the annoying possums about how, in theory, if a bunch of small asteroids were launched into orbit at the same time, they could distract the main asteroid and make it go somewhere else instead of hitting Earth. Manny and Ellie realize their new goal is to keep Peaches and Julian close to home since they want to have Peaches around. So Manny tries to bond with Julian and Ellie tries to prepare Peaches for being a mom. Neither of them is actually saying that they want Peaches and Julian to stay close by, so this is called being passive-aggressive. Eventually they get to this place called Geotopia, the place where an asteroid has fallen before in the volcano spot. The music and design make it seem like this is the best place ever. Sid meets this lady sloth named Brooke who falls in love with him immediately for some reason. For some reason, the leader of Geotopia is a llama called, wait for it, Shangri-Lama. Okay. He doesn't want to cooperate with the plan Buck had about shooting the asteroid crystals into the air to get the dangerous incoming asteroid out of the way, since a lot of the animals there are actually really old and need the crystals to act like a fountain of youth so they stay young. Sid accidentally destroys the city and we see that Brooke and the other animals are really old. Brooke eventually convinces the other Geotopia people that stopping the asteroid is what's important and they work together with the Ice Age fam. Those dromaeosaur guys show up, but Buck talks them out of causing trouble. All the Ice Age fam and the Geotopia people team up to prevent the asteroid from killing everybody, and Julian and Peaches forgive Manny and Ellie and everybody bonds more. One of the shards from the asteroid falls into a lake, so the Geotopia animals get young again. Also, Granny Sloth stays behind with the Geotopia people, so she's young again, and Peaches and Julian get married. Brooke shows up at the wedding and she's young again, so she gets back together with Sid. The last thing that happens is Scrat crashes the UFO on Mars and destroys the planet's environment. Whoops. This review is shorter than the last couple for Ice Age because there's just less going on. This movie has some decent messages about teamwork and becoming empty nesters and stuff, but that gets lost in the shuffle because most of the movie is too crazy and bogus, so it's just okay for kids.